Zechariah 2. I read from the Institute for Scripture Research, the ISR, because it takes the direct translation from Hebrew to English, Greek to English, and Aramaic to English. Yah is the Elohim of the heavens and the earth, the first and the last and the only. Yah is an extremely jealous El. He doesn't even want the names of idols or mighty ones to come to our lips. And YahWeh, or Yah is short for Yahweh, YahWeh, Yod-He, Vav-He. The letter J is about 600 years old. And the letter J is about 600 years old, while the son of Elohim, Yehoshua, died on a stake for the sins of all of humanity more than 2,000 years ago. In a direct translation from Hebrew to English, Yehoshua is Joshua. Zechariah 2. And I lifted up my eyes and looked and saw a man with a measuring line in his hand, and I said, Where are you going? And he said to me, To measure Jerusalem, to see what its width and what its length. So what is its width? To see what is its width and what is its length. How does he know which way is the width and which way is the length? I mean, they've been in this country for like thousands of years, I think. I don't know. I didn't ever do any of the genealogies, and I probably never will. I don't know. It just doesn't, I don't really care much for it. Like, I read it so other people know it, but I'm more interested in what we're supposed to do and stuff like that compared to like how old somebody lived and how many children they had. As you can tell from my previous videos, I'm not exactly thrilled about doing genealogies, but I'll do them because they're in the Bible and other people might want to know, so that's why I do it. But in my own personal opinion, I don't care. But it really does help you see how old the earth is, sort of. Like, not how old the earth is, but how old, I believe this is how old Israel is, but then it's also people in between, from all the way back to the Garden of Eden. And I found out Eve isn't even her name, it's Hiwi, or Hiwi. I'm actually just gonna quickly, no, I'll do it later, But look it up, Genesis from the ISR, Adam, it's AD with a line underneath of it, AM, and then it's like HIWWAH or something like that. But it's not Eve. Makes me question it. And see, the messenger who was speaking to me was going out, and another messenger was coming out to meet him. And he said to him, Run, speak to this young man, saying, Jerusalem is to remain unwalled because of the many men and livestock in it. For I myself am to her, declares YahWeh, a wall of fire all around, and for a steam I am in her midst. Oh, and flee from the land of the north, declares YahWeh, for I have scattered you like the four winds of the heavens, declares YahWeh. O Sion, escape, you who dwell with the daughter of Babel, B-A-B with a line underneath of it, E-L. And I'm pretty sure in English, Babel is just B-A-B-E-L without the line underneath of it. Because again, names are so very similar. There's no way you could mess it up and change it to something else unless you went through the German language and the Spanish language and all these other different languages that just don't need to go through. You can take a direct translation from Hebrew to English, Greek to English, and Aramaic to English, and it'll come out with real results, not what humanity has changed it to. And when I say humanity, I'm talking about the Babylonians, the Zionists, the people who want you to fail. Because there are people out there like that. They will literally look at you and be like, you know what? You're not me, so I'm better than you, and I'm going to make you fail. It's ridiculous how many people out there are actually like that. Oh, and flee from the land of the north, declares YahWeh, for I have scattered you like the four winds of the heavens, declares YahWeh. O Sion, escape, you who dwell with the daughter of Babel, for thus said YahWeh of hosts, For he who touches you touches the apple of my eye. In brackets, it says, well, here, I'll just read the one fully in brackets, and then I'll read it again without the brackets so you can understand what I'm reading here. For thus said Yahweh of hosts, for the sake of esteem, he sent me to the nations which plunder you. For he who touches you touches the apple of my eye. And now without it, it's, for thus said Yahweh of hosts, for he who touches you touches the apple of my eye. I think the reason why they put that in there is because other people were like, well, this says a bit of this, but it's actually just that. So this is how it is, but we're going to put the brackets in there in case you want to, like, I don't know. I really don't. For look, I am waving my hand against them, and they shall become spoil for their servants, and you shall know that Yahweh of hosts has sent me. Sing and rejoice, O daughter of Sion, for look, I am coming, and I shall dwell in your midst, declares Yahweh, and many nations shall be joined to Yahweh in that day, and they shall become my people, and I shall dwell in your midst, and you shall know that Yahweh of hosts has sent me to you. And Yahweh shall inherit Yehuda, his portion in the set-apart land, and he shall again choose Jerusalem. Hush all flesh before Yahweh, for he has roused himself out of his set-apart dwelling.